State your name and number.
Arthur J. Swanson.
Do you remember your military number? Your
Do you remember your service number? Your service number?
It's been so long since I've been out, I've nearly forgotten.
We can add that later.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, just go right ahead.
I think one of them was 77 on the end of it.
Okay, that'll help.
Yeah,
That'll help
definitely.
us find it. Okay, you're on.
All right. First off, were you drafted or did you enlist in the Army?
I enlisted.
You enlisted? And what was your reason for doing that?
Well, the Army said they wanted me too. So I beat them to the punch.
Why did you pick the Army over any other branch?
Well, they said join the Navy and see the world, which I did.
Okay. Tell me about some of your first experiences, boot camp.
Well, it was I trained in San Diego, and as far as I was concerned, it was nothing but a rainy season out there.
Do you remember any of your instructors, drill sergeants?
No, it's been so long ago that I've forgotten every one of them.
Which wars did you serve in? You served in Vietnam and the Korean War?
Well, I caught the Vietnam War to last there.
Okay.
But I originally was the Korean War.
It says here that your highest rank was the Seabees. What is that?
Seabees?
Yes.
It's construction battalion.
Construction battalion?
Yeah.
Okay. And it says here that you built landing strips in Vietnam. You built landing strips in Vietnam?
Still can't hear it.
Okay. What did you do when you were with the Seabees? What kind of work did you do?
Oh, I was the mechanic all the time. So we had mechanics, we had drivers.
You're still in the camp.
Do you remember when you first arrived in Vietnam? Do you remember, or the Korean War? Do you remember what it was like?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a
But
little bit about that?
I didn't get to go over there.
Oh. Okay. So you never saw any combat then?
No.
No.
The only combat I seen was I got hit by artillery or whatever it was.
How did that happen?
I was on the front line.
Sure. Okay. Tell me about some of your most memorable experiences in the Army. Some of your most memorable experiences?
Well, that'd be hard to say because I had so many of them.
Let's.
I'll say one thing.
Sure.
I was cracked up in an aircraft, and we come within 22 inches of setting off a Claymore mine.
Not good.
That was too damn close.
Too close. Can you think of any other ones?
No, that was the one that really stuck with me.
Really stuck with you. What kind of other experiences did you have as day-to-day life? What else did you do when you were in the Army? What else, from a day-to-day standpoint, did you do?
I wasn't in the Army. I was CB.
Seabees, okay. So that's a branch of the Navy, that's in the Navy then?
It's Navy,
Navy, okay.
but it has to pertain with the training that you get.
Okay. While you were with the Seabees, were you awarded any medals or decorations?
No.
No? Okay.
Purple Heart was the only thing I got.
Purple Heart, how'd you get that?
And I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong time. How did that happen?
It just happens.
It just happens. Was it difficult to stay in touch with your family? Was it difficult to stay in touch with your family?
No, I didn't have no family. The only ones I had was real close, which was my sister and two brothers that never did come and see me or nothing. My little sister came and see me.
She came to see you. So, did you
The
communicate?
oldest one, she didn't come and see me.
She didn't. Did you communicate with your younger sister often? Okay. What was the food like there? The food, what was the food like?
I still can't hear you.
What was the food like? Food? What was that like?
Boot camp?
No, the food.
Food?
Food, yeah.
No, it was delicious.
It was delicious?
Yeah.
What kind of food did they make you? What kind?
Well, just about anything.
Anything?
Except I didn't get on all that training that a lot of other guys got, eating snakes, worms, and all that.
So you didn't have to eat anything that was kind of gross?
No.
No? That's good. Did you always have enough supplies? Always? What kind of supplies did you need?
Supplies.
Yeah, what kind did you use? Tools, things like that?
Oh, I was a mechanic.
Mechanic? So what did you always have with you?
Mechanic's toolbox.
Toolbox? Okay. Did you ever feel any pressure or stress? No? Never?
Nope.
Cool and relaxed kind of guy? Was there anything that you did that was for good luck, or anything special that you did at that time?
Not that I know of.
No. And when you were there, how did people entertain themselves? What did you guys do for fun when you were off duty?
When I was off duty,
When you were off duty, what did you and your friends do for fun?
usually went down to town to the bar.
Okay. Why don't you tell us what that was like?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. At the bars, were there any entertainers? Anything like that? Any entertainers at the bars?
Well, it was Germany. There was a place called Moms and Pops. I used to stop in there a lot of times. There's a German couple that owned this bar, and they treated us sailors and soldiers all the same.
Very good. When did you leave? When did you leave the Navy? When did you leave?
When did I leave?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say for sure.
Did you have, when you were in the Army, did you have any regrets? Or the Navy, I'm sorry. Did you have any regrets?
Well, I wasn't in there but 4 or 5 years. I forget which, because I've done the rest of it with the Navy.
Sure. Where did you travel mostly when you were in service?
In the Navy,
Yeah,
overseas all the time.
overseas. What kind of places did you see?
I hit every island there was up there in the Pacific.
Really? What was what's the nicest place you ever were? Was there anything appealing to the eye? Were there any places that you really enjoyed going to visit?
Oh yeah,
Like what?
there was 2 or 3 different places. One was Fountain, Nevada.
Okay.
Enjoyed the tour out there because I'd get to go to Reno and stuff like that. So I got to see quite a bit of that country.
Nice.
And that was in Nevada out there. And
Do you recall any times that you would joke around with other guys that you worked with? Can you recall any times where you would joke around with some of the guys that you worked with?
oh yeah.
What, do you remember any really funny stories?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I forgot all of them.
But they were there though?
They were there.
Do you have any photographs?
I have, but little sister's got them all
She
now.
has all of them. Do you keep any mementos at all from that time? Maybe the toolbox? Nothing. What did you think of your officers and fellow soldiers?
Well, some of the officers I didn't care for. But the regular soldier or sailor, they had my heart's blessings.
Right. Do you still keep in touch with any of them?
No.
No.
No, once I got out, I did 20 and then got out, and I haven't went near any of them yet.
Did you keep a personal diary when you were? No, you didn't keep any diary. When you were with the Seabees and you were a mechanic, what were some of the things that you would do that you would have to fix?
Well, there was wheeled vehicles. I worked on all of them. Overhauled several of them. Weapons carriers. I've done one or two of them. In Jeeps, I could throw it in a bushel basket and pick it out and assemble it again. That's how good I was.
So you're pretty good. What was the toughest part? What was the hardest to work on?
The hardest?
Yeah.
Well, there was dozers.
What were those?
Bulldozers.
Bulldozers? Okay.
Yeah.
And those were tough to work on?
Well, they were diesel, and I didn't have no experience as a diesel mechanic. But it didn't take me long.
So you did learn it, though?
I did learn it.
Quick learner. Do you recall at all the day that your service ended? Do you recall your last day in service?
No, I don't.
You know. Do you remember what you did immediately after service?
Yeah, I went home, stayed.
What'd you do at home?
Went back to the farm.
Went back to the farm? Where was the farm?
Ryle, Illinois.
Okay. So I can imagine that it was real nice to go home then.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people were waiting for you?
No, it wasn't a soul waiting for me.
Not a soul waiting for you. I'm sure there was somebody. You didn't make any close friendships when you were in the service? Close friendships at all when you were in the service? Did you make any?
No, made a lot of friends in there. I know that.
Okay. Can you remember any more stories from the war at all?
Some I wouldn't tell.
Some you won't tell. Why is that?
Well, that's our code.
That's the code? Very nice.
What was the code?
The code is a code of silence. Oh. Well, have you joined any veterans organizations?
No.
No. After the war, you went back to the farm, and that's what you've been doing since?
What kind of a farm was it?
Yeah, what kind of farm is it?
Well, we had 320 acres that I helped take care of.
Gotcha.
Then my dad caught that hog disease, unlet fever. So it put him down and out, and I had to take over the farm.
Was that hard for you?
No, I was used to it.
You're used to it. Did you have anyone else to help you out? Did you have anyone else to help you with it?
No.
No. Did your military experience, does that influence your thinking about war right now? No. You don't attend reunions at all? Any reunions? Do you attend reunions?
No. They've had reunions, but I never attend any of them.
How come you don't attend them?
Because a lot of them's out of state,
Oh, okay.
and I just don't have the money to travel.
I see. If you had the money, would you like to? Is there anything else you would like to add that we haven't covered in the interview? Anything else?
No, you covered about everything.
Arthur, thank you very much for taking the time to tell us your story.
Let me turn. Once you get this, turn this thing off. Sure. Arthur, I wanted to shake your hand. Thank you, sir, for doing this interview.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys when you come over and tell